Hey everybody, it's me, Zach. This is Judy, and welcome back to our channel. Hey everybody, hi, hello, how are you doing today? And I'm doing great. I don't know why I said it like that, but hello, I'm doing wonderful. And today, my plan is to do something, that I'm quite known for, which is journaling reviews. I'm not known for that at all, but I'm going to give you a review of a very special journal from a very special girl. Her name's Amberlynn Reed, and if you don't remember, a couple weeks ago, she had to do a 4-hour live stream because she missed the 2 days worth of live streaming or whatever that she had promised. And so she's like, to make it up, I'm going to do 4 hours of live streaming. Well, if you didn't watch that whole 4-hour thing, the first 8 minutes of it was her trying to sell us all a journal. Trying to sell us all a journal. I was just like, she just really sold me. She just really sold me because she talked about how great it was. I had to actually remind myself today before I filmed this. I'm like, it's actually been so long since I watched, I can't even remember what she said about it. But here are some highlights in my own personal journal that I wrote down. She said, wow, it's so cool to get a pen with a journal.
You freaking get a pen, bro. Like, I have never ordered a journal and got a pen. Like, that is so cool. So, you do get yourself a pen.
So apparently she says it's like not a normal thing to have journals sold with pens, which I find it hard to believe because I see all kinds of journals at the store, at the Target, that come with pens. And, I might be petty enough to go back through old journal hauls that she's done to see if she has ever gotten a pen with a journal, because I just find it so hard to believe. That's not like a super unique thing. Like, journals come with pens all the time. But I digress. That was one of the highlights for her. She said, I love this journal because it's guided.
So this isn't a typical journal. This is why I love this. Okay, so it's black, has XP down there. This is a daily journal where you can put your wake up time. You can do areas of growth. There is today's 5. What goals would you make? What goals would make you feel accomplished at the end of the day? Then there's what bad habits would make today satisfying if you did not do them. And then you have a whole blank page. But in the beginning, I love this journal. Like, this is like, I'm just obsessed. It's kind of like a guided journal, literally. Top tips for efficient, neuroscience backed, consistent results. So this is to help you with your goals, y'all. Expressive journaling, the neuroscientific path to success, talks about habits. And there's you can put this XP journal start date and then the end date.
Okay. All right. Like, a lot of journals are guided, but cool. She also said, oh wow, it comes in a cute little box.
Comes in a cute little box, and it comes with a pen. That's very rare that happens. So, okay. Enough of the journal. I just really like it, and I can't wait to use it.
Okay, for what? For what? And then she also said that it's really cool because everybody could get it. Everybody could get it, and we could do it together.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be doing this every single day, and I would love to share some of my prompts with you guys. You guys need this journal so we can do it together. You guys can message me. We can share prompts together. I think it would just be super fun. In my humble opinion, you guys know that I love journals, and it's a guided journal, so I love that as well.
Now, I'm not entirely sure. She's brought it up since then. I don't sit through every second of every live stream. I do watch some bits and pieces here. Sometimes I just catch the highlights on Twitter. I did just recently react to one of them because she's got this new wifey or whatever. I'll leave that linked somewhere for y'all to watch. I feel like mostly she wanted y'all to get it so y'all could do it together with her so that she could get whatever money comes from her little affiliate code. Now, I do want to say, I don't think this is necessarily a sponsored video. From somebody who gets like emails from people all the time about doing stuff and things on my channel, I cut a lot of it out because a lot of it's like we'll send you this journal. We'll give you a code. Could you just talk about us in a video and post your code? And so it could be like that, like where there's no compensation. It could be that from the affiliate code, she gets a portion of it. I actually don't remember. I should go look on the live stream to see if she denotes that she gets like a commission from any of the sales, because usually that's like a requirement of things like that like if you're making money from suggesting it, you put some kind of disclaimer in your description box. So let me go take a look at that real quick. Okay, so I just took a quick look. All it says is get this awesome journal, links to the website, and then says 10% off, use code Amberlynn. So that's all it says. It doesn't say anything about it. So either she's like breaking the rules when it comes to like disclosing that you have an affiliate code, or they literally just probably sent her this free journal and said, here's a code that you can give to your fans, which honestly, I've always wondered kind of like why Amberlynn doesn't do more sponsorships. I mean, even when I was a smaller channel with way less subscribers, I got all kinds of things sent to my little business email. And obviously, I didn't follow through on everything because a lot of things I didn't believe in. A lot of things it was like they wanted me to do all kinds of crazy stuff. I've always been a little surprised that she hasn't taken more advantage, at least of getting like free stuff, especially knowing how much she likes to have private collections and things. Like, I'm surprised that she hasn't historically done more with this. But I'm really guessing, my educated guess based on how I know things work behind the scenes, that this is just like something that was sent to her for free. They said, we'll send it to you for free if you talk about it in a video and put a discount code in your description box. So that's that. And I have to say, I decided to try it out. She said it was so amazing. It was so wonderful. I'm not sponsored. I do not have a discount code. I did use Amberlynn's discount code because I'm gay, not stupid, okay? I'm cheap, not stupid. I like to save money. So I did use it, and basically it was 10% off of a $20 journal, okay? So I, at most, saved on the shipping. I think the shipping was like $2. So I paid altogether with shipping $19.86 on this journal. And we're going to unbox it together. We're going to take a look at it together, and it's going to be a blast. Okay, so I have this here, and we're going to open it up. Obviously, I'm not going to show you my address, you sneaky moms. If you're looking for that, you're not getting it here, but I am going to struggle to open this up. Feels like such a big package for a journal, but here we are. Here we are. Oh my gosh, here's the cute little box. Wait, let's get a thumbnail. I don't pick my thumbnails though. I don't pick my thumbnails. All right, get rid of the plastic wrap. Who cares about the environment when you can have 1,200 journals? Now, truly, this really is, I don't know that I think I kind of alluded to this, but this is like the only thing or the closest thing I've ever had to a journal. And it's actually this like sketch diary, just a little bit of like insight into my life that nobody asked about. When I was an elementary education major, one of the classes I had to take was an art and education course. And basically, we did a fun little class where it's like encouraged us to think about ways that we could incorporate art projects into like our regular curriculum as elementary school teachers. And so we had to get a sketch diary thing because allegedly we were going to use it a lot. This is literally the only thing I used it for in that class. I drew this picture of an animal cell. And then I did take some notes up here. I don't know what those notes are really about. It looks like some dinosaurs or something. I don't know. I don't know. But that was the only thing I ever used it for. And then I did use it, I've since used it for like, I did once upon a time use it as like a little bit of my own journaling situation type of deal. I hope y'all can't, I should probably cut that out so that you can't read my deepest, darkest thoughts. It's not like I've broken up with Becky and I'm letting her read my journal. You all are Becky, okay? But I have used it for that, and now I use it for like to-do lists, and I write down ideas sometimes for YouTube, so that I don't forget them. But I also in a lot of ways, I don't need like a planner, for instance. I use just like Google Calendar to plan my days and schedule my appointments and things like that. But I do have notes right here for today's video. I think I actually covered all of those already. So now it's just a matter of reviewing this great journal. So let's open her up. Let's see what's in here. Oh, I got the same card. I believe this is the same card that came in Amberlynn's journal. It says, "We appreciate your drive to achieve your aspirations. Thank you. It's one thing to follow your dreams. It's another thing to catch them and find new ones to choose." Okay. that shit sounds real chuggy. Real chuggy. So it does come with a pin, which, like, why is this pin dusty? Why is this pin? I don't know if you can see that, but there's like a little, here, let me be a real influencer. Look, it's got a little bit of dust on it. Actually, that could come, maybe that came from this thing that it was stuck in. Because this is like, if you can't see, this is like got a velvety, I don't like that texture, but it's got like a little bit of a velvety texture. So maybe it just like rubbed off. I'm like trying to see how easy it is to like get it on my thing. But is this even a fancy pen? Ooh, it's got a little tip on it. Let me just see how it writes. I'll test it in my oh, did I do that right? Let me test how it writes in my journal that I already use. Let's see here. Zachary Michael. Okay, I do like how it writes a little bit. It's not the type of pen I would go for, but you can see that's what it looks like. I wrote just my channel name. The kind of pens that I love, and I don't even know if they're really pens. I think that they're really just like felt tipped markers, but I love these just like Papermate ones. I have a lot of these in different colors. Like, for real, let me just pick up. These are the ones that I have immediately available to me, but I have more than this. They're just sitting there. And actually, also, I wonder if I have those. Oh, these, my old boss gave these to me one year just as like a Christmas gift, because she's like, "Oh, I know that you like nice pens." So these are just like the Sharpie felt tipped pens. Do enjoy, but I think I prefer the Papermate ones just a little bit more. Literally nobody cares. Y'all want to know about this journal, and I'm sitting here telling you about my marker preference. The pen is okay. I wouldn't say it's anything special. It kind of reminds me of a G2 Pilot, which I do love those as well, with maybe like a little bit of a thinner tip than the G2 Pilots. Do you know what I'm talking about? If I think about it, I'll put up a picture so you could see, because it looks kind of similar to that, and the ink kind of has a similar consistency / flow, but I would probably prefer a G2 as well, but that's neither here nor there. This is what we got. All right, and so here is, now, she really talked about this box, but like, what the actual fuck am I gonna do with this box once I'm done? Like what? I bet at least 10 of the $20 I paid for this journal went to this box, and I hate it. Like, I'm literally just gonna recycle it. Like, what good does this box do for me now? It doesn't. Just looking at the outside, this is also, no, that was from the pen. I'm like, is this also dusty? That is so annoying for $20. But I don't think this is actually dusty. The pen was dusty. I don't know why the pen was dusty. So this is what the outside looks like. There's a little spot to put your pen, which, like I said, that's not unusual for a journal. I don't know why Amberlynn was acted like, wow, that's so unique and cool. And then it says XP journal, which, like, great, I don't know. XP here. I'm like, what does XP even mean? I did try to go back and look again at their website. It says XP LLC. There are dreamers, and then there are reality shifters. Like, I don't even understand, like, is this a brand? A brand that's only marketing this one journal? Because that's literally all that's for sale on this website. It's all that's for sale. And then it says for a limited time, get free shipping in the US. What? I paid for shipping. I paid for shipping. That is a scam. That's a scam. But for real, this journal is all that's available on this site. That's all that's available. So I don't know. I don't understand what exactly this website is selling, or what this business is outside of it's selling this one journal. I'm not even kidding you. You go to the products page and it's all that's listed there. So I don't know. So here it is. Let's just open it up. Oh, there is top tips for efficient neuroscience-backed consistent results. Oh, so this is science. This isn't just a journal. We're doing chemistry over here. We're doing biology over here. Okay, neuroscience. Make a daily habit out of using the journal. Choose goals that have a general purpose, accomplishments that will make you smile before bed. As you master completing these tasks daily, increase their difficulty and therefore reward. Choose small, bad habits to reduce each day, and as you grow your control on them, switch to more difficult vices. Use the right page of your journal's day to unleash any thoughts of yours without filter. Okay. And then you can put, like, your name. Well, let's just do it. I, Zachary Michael, commit to pushing myself to my limits with this journal's simplicity. Simplicity? Simplicity. Okay. All right. I don't even like, this is like, the quality of the paper isn't great. It just feels a little flimsy. I don't know. And I wish that there was, like, some lined, well, I'm getting ahead of myself. Today's start date. What is today? It's July 27th, 2021. I guess, so the left side is to help you focus on the structure of your day, and they tell you to fill it out in the morning, to check in on the checklist throughout the day, and the right side is to focus on whatever we need to escape us. We can use it to doodle, to calculate, to draw, to scribble, to trace. Let this side be your day's canvas. Interesting. Interesting. But it says expressive journaling, the neuroscientific path to success. I would like to know where's the research. It says this is neuroscience backed, but is there research? Here's where the neuroscience comes into play. Multiple studies show the extreme mental clarity and achievement planning benefits of expressive journaling. To see the studies mentioned, go to xpjournal.com/neuroscience. Interesting. Interesting also because they don't talk about any of this neuroscience anything on the, like, actual website when you go to it. Like, you would think that would be something they would want to advertise to begin with, but it's not. And it's that page is also, wait, let me go to the about page. If you click on about, it just takes you to contact us, which seems like this is a broken website. I feel like I should probably be, like, screen recording this and showing you, because I click about and it takes you to the contact us page. So let me go to the website they listed here. xpjournal.com/neuroscience and just see. Oh, they're really taking the piss. The piss has been taken. The piss has been taken. It said you go to this website and there will be, let me just screenshot this real quick. I'm gonna have a screenshot up for you so you can see, because it literally says right here, to see the studies mentioned about how this helps with your neuroscience, go to this website. I'm here. Where are the studies? Where are the studies? It says, at EXP LLC, we take pride in a few key aspects. It would help if I could read. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe I don't see the studies because I don't know how to fucking read. It says aesthetic, simplicity, ease of use, durability, quality. We always keep these in mind when creating our tools to better help you manage life's possessions. And by possessions, I mean passions. Again, reading. Zachary. Jesus. XP Journal is created with all of these in mind. Now that looks like it would be a link. It looks like that would be a link. It's just underlined text. Just underlined text. That's all it is, mama. It's it. That's all. That's it. We've taken our time trying to find the best way to create a journaling method that captures optimal strategies regarding going about our day. To dream is only natural. To do and shift your reality towards success and your aspirations is extraordinary. Start achieving your aspirations today with an XP Journal by EXP LLC, where we focus on providing you tools to help you better focus on what's important in life. Everyone wants a piece of your time. Time is the most valuable thing anyone has to offer. I don't know about that. I mean, I guess it's probably subjective. Stop allowing others to leech your precious time, strength, intellect, and power. You're capable of much more than you've been led to believe. Okay, so none of that. Not a single lick of that talks about studies. And literally, so I will say, it redirects away from that specific link. So if you type in this right here, I don't know if you can see that, but if you type in xpjournal.com/neuroscience, it redirects you to a new page. You don't stay on that link. It redirects you to exptotal.com/pages/creating-xpjournal. So there isn't a xpjournal.com/neuroscience. So this is literally the first page you go to. They have to be like just expecting that people aren't actually going to do the research to see, like, even if they did the research. They're just like, oh, we linked you to it, so you know, you won't, no way will you go type in that link and to see what the neuroscience studies are. Already, I'm feeling like this is such a scam. And by scam, I mean metaphorically, I guess. I don't know. People sometimes get a little, like, touchy when I say the word scam, but, like, I feel a little scammed. You promised me a neuroscience-backed journal, and I don't see the evidence. So anyways, you get to the first page. It asks you to put what time you woke up, how many hours you slept, areas of growth that you want to work on. It says intelligence, creativity, health, mentality, fitness, spirituality, communication, discipline. Then it says, today is 5. What goals would make you feel accomplished at the end of the day? And then 2, to reduce. What bad habits would make today satisfying if you did not do them? Now, I do take some issue, and maybe this is because I've been going about things the wrong way, but I've always talked about making SMART goals, like whenever I was in college and worked in housing and residence life and in the dorms and things like that. We always talked about SMART goals as a way to help us, like, define what kind of goals we want to accomplish and what our goals are. And that's SMART stands for something. It's like specific, measurable, attainable, realistic. I'm not probably using the right words because it's been a long time since I personally thought about it. But, like, when they say choose goals that have a general purpose, like, that's the opposite of everything I've known about goals, because goals shouldn't be general. Goals should be something that are, like, tangible, like, I can actually accomplish this. I can see evidence that I've accomplished this, i.e. it's measurable, as opposed to just like, I want to be beautiful someday. Like, how do you measure that, right? So, I don't know. This is so basic. It's so basic for you to ask me to write down 5 goals that I want to accomplish by the end of the day. So then it does have a quote at the top, which is just like chuggy. I think the people who like quotes will probably eat that shit up, but for me, like, what does this even mean? Susan Sontag said, in the journal, I do not just express myself more openly than I could to any person. I create myself. Who actually is familiar with that quote? It feels like it's something they just pulled. Oh, and then it's just so dumb because the next page is also what goals would make you feel accomplished at the end of the day. That's just the same question every day. Every day, it's what goals would make you feel accomplished at the end of the day. It doesn't change. It doesn't change. How is that guided? Every single day you want me to answer the same goddamn question? I'm not even kidding you. I'm not even kidding you. Every single day, it's the same prompt. Girl, I could do that on my own. Y'all, save yourself the money. If you want to do what's in this journal, get your own notebook get a lined notebook, and every day you can choose what goals would make you feel accomplished at the end of the day. Pick 5 of them, and then pick 2 bad habits that would make today more satisfying if you stopped doing it. Because literally, that's what's on every single page. Literally. Mama, this is garbage. This is garbage. Did Amberlynn even know what she was getting and selling to her fans? I'm not convinced. This is garbage. It's literally the same goddamn thing every day. There are way more creative guided journals out there that ask you to think about things every day. This is not, this is garbage. It's not neuroscience backed. It's the same questions every day. It's stupid. And I want to know who got to Amberlynn and knew that this woman who's been selling all of her journals, all of her knick-knack paddywhacks, give a dog a bones on the Instagram, she needs this journal to add to her hoard. I am so upset. I thought, I was like, listen, it's just gonna be any other journal, but I'm actually disappointed. For $20, you can't give me original prompts every day. You're gonna give me the same prompt over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. And listen, there's nothing on this website that even really shows you. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I feel like I gotta go back and check this out again, because I'm like, should I have known? Should I have seen this from what was on the website? Like, did they show? They show 1, 2 screenshots. You know what? And those are the same. Maybe this is on me. Maybe this is on me because they show 3 different pictures of the inside of the journal. And it really does say the same thing every single day. Wow, the scam. I scammed myself. I scammed myself thinking this was going to be a good product. Wow. Wow. Well, I will say, I had a lot of fun making this video. At the end of the day, I knew I was paying $20 to bring entertainment to y'all, to those of you that watch me. And listen, I got that 10% discount from Amberlynn, so thank you, girl, for that. Appreciate it. What would I do without you? But save your money. Don't buy it. Not worth it. Even with the pen. Even with the pen. This pen probably cost them less than $1. You know what I'm saying? So forget the pen. Forget everything. Don't buy it. Go get a notebook and you can write those things down every day if you want. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, that's all the time I have today. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did it, it's your first time on my channel, please make sure to subscribe down below. Hit the bell button so you get a notification every single time I go live or post a new video. And also leave a comment, hit like, click share, and follow me on all of my social media. I had so much fun with y'all today. I hope you did too, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!